set a place for two at dinner, but there is only me. Talk to the television just to fill the vacancy. I laughed at something no one else was present here to hear, and caught myself mid-laughter at the weight of what was clear. The walls have learned my footsteps, and the floorboards know my name, and the echo of the silence every evening sounds the same. I called my mother on a Sunday just to hear her voice, pretended I was calling her because I had a choice. I sat inside the coffee shop and watched the couples move, like they were part of something I had somehow failed to prove. I ordered for one quietly and found a corner seat, and ate my meal in public in the loneliest kind of feed. And I have made a life inside the spaces built for two. Learn to have the portions and the silence I walk through. I have dressed alone and danced alone and cried where no one sees. And alone is not the saddest word, it is just the one that fits like keys. Alone, I am alone, not the kind that asks for pity, just the kind that lives in bone. Alone, quieted alone, in a world that moves in pairs. I am a kingdom of my own. Alone, beautifully alone, I have built a life from solitude and made it feel like home. But alone, still alone, and the hardest part of being here is doing it alone. I watched the city lighted up from my window after dark, and wondered if the glittering was hiding every scar. I saw a couple arguing on the corner of the street, and felt a flash of envy at the someone they had to meet. Even conflict needs another person standing in the frame, and I would trade my quiet for a voice to call my name. I have grown accustomed to the sound of my own breathing in the night. Learn to be the first and last to turn off every light. I know the weight of every silence in the hours before dawn, and the particular exhaustion of waking up and carrying on. I am not broken, I am just a person in a space too wide. And alone is not a failure, it is simply where I reside. And I have made a life inside the spaces built for two. Learn to have the portions and the silence I walk through. I have dressed alone and danced alone and cried where no one sees. And alone is not the saddest word, it is just the one that fits like keys. Alone, I am alone, not the kind Set a place for two at dinner, but there's only me. Talk to the television just to fill the vacancy. I laughed at something no one else was present here to hear, and caught myself mid-laughter at the weight of what was clear. The walls have learned my footsteps, and the floorboards know my name, and the echo of this silence every evening sounds the same. I called my mother on a Sunday just to hear her voice, pretended I was calling her because I had a choice. I sat inside the coffee shop and watched the couples move, like they were part of something I had somehow failed to prove. I ordered for one quietly and found a corner seat, and ate my meal in public in the loneliest kind of feed. And I've made a life inside the spaces built for two, learned to have the portions and the silence I walk through. I have dressed alone and danced alone and cried when no one sees, and alone is not the saddest word, it is just the one that fits like keys. Alone, I am alone, not the kind that asks for pity, just the kind that lives in bone. Alone, quietly alone, in a world that moves in pairs, I am a kingdom of my own. Alone, beautifully alone. I have built a life from solitude and made it feel like home, but alone, still alone. And the hardest part of being here is doing it alone. Alone. I watch the city light up from my window after dark, and wondered if the glittering was hiding every scar. I saw a couple arguing on the corner of the street, and felt a flash of envy at the someone they had to meet. Even conflict needs another person standing in the frame, and I would trade my quiet for a voice to call my name. I have grown accustomed to the sound of my own breathing in the night, learned to be the first and last to turn off every light. I know the weight of every silence in the hours before dawn, and the particular exhaustion of waking up and carrying on. I am not broken, I am just a person in a space too wide, and alone is not a failure, it is simply where I reside. And I have made a life inside the spaces built for two, learn to have the portions and the silence I walk through. I have dressed alone and danced alone and cried when no one sees, and alone is not the saddest word, it is just the one that fits like keys. alone. I am not waiting to be rescued. I am not broken beyond repair. I am simply someone who hasn't born. That alone does not always mean that nobody is there. Sometimes alone is just the bravest place to be. Alone.